AVID means advancement via individual determination.
Basically, it's just preparing myself for college and like getting those skills and like stuff like that as far as organizational skills goes, and keeping a planner and binders and all that.
It's basically a place where you get help with your academics pretty much.
And it helps me with my classes, and I understand a lot more what I'm doing and why I'm doing it.
Thank you very much.
AVID really comes in handy because, again, that's all we're talking about is college. So
Without it, I wouldn't have been able, I probably wouldn't even be looking at colleges until senior year.
You just get that more view of colleges than you just would be like an ordinary kid in high school.
You see if your question's high enough on the CASA's level of questioning.
So my question is, why would they execute people when they could go to jail and pay the year but not kill them?
This question got turned into a higher level question. It used to be, will it be the same if the matrix turns into an equation, and vice versa, and it turned into make a prediction on whether or not both equations will be the same.
It's bad, but it's true. Don't say that.
Super senior. That's koi fish.
This is going to be a really important project for AVID.
I thought that was an eye.
Nice, Kenley.
I thought that was an eye.
I have all my tools with me. I have memory keeper thingies. And then I have a folder where I keep all my assignments for all my classes. I keep corner notes in there, and we have to keep stuff in there for AVID.
More often at home, on the latest report card, students who wrote more often at home did better on tests.
This is my binder for AVID, and for all my other classes. It's required for AVID though, and it's to keep us organized on a daily basis so that we don't lose things, and so we can always quickly find things for classes. I separate it by color and also the hours in my day. I'll have it first hour, second hour, third hour, and through sixth hour. Here are some examples of Cornell notes that I have for A-Push. These are on the Crucible War.
It would help, sort of. It would be like...
This is on the Indian Removal Act of 1830.
Now that's actually an AVID student.
This is the article they're going to be doing the Socratic seminar on. This is a student that read it and just annotated the article.
So yeah, you certainly are wanting to ask questions that are not answered in this article. And remember, there is no right or wrong.
Something I thought that was very big that affects people's ways of thinking is it says in paragraph 11 that when they did the research that they figured that poor people must be too focused on the round at hand to worry about the round in the future because they don't have really extra resources to just spend rich people do.
Caleb?
In paragraph number 4, it says that they'll spend a lot of time worrying about a grocery bill with their small funds and kind of miss a credit card payment. So it'll end up being just a big circle.
Can I
tag my question onto
Yeah.
it. It says, well, I'll start with in paragraph 2. They talk about that like the poor make themselves poor, and it's acceptable because of the culture of poverty that's like around now. And I was just wondering, like, where does this culture of poverty come from?
Could you elaborate on what that might mean to you?
Well, I don't know. To me personally, like a culture of poverty, maybe like it has something to do with the media or something. But like when I see it, when they say it's acceptable because of the culture of poverty, I was just wondering, like, maybe do any like race groups play into that, maybe, or anything like any like ethnic situations, or maybe based on like neighborhoods or.
Well, based on the conversation earlier, that the culture of poverty is based on race, and if we're focusing this in America, I don't think we can ever break it, because the whites will always have a little bit more opportunity than the blacks or Hispanics.
Okay, so if he was poor and then became rich, he would still think like he was poor. But if you're rich and you become poor, like, you might.
I don't think that's true, because when poor people win the lottery, they spend it all, aren't dead again. So.
Not this one.
The majority.
Like, it should be directed towards poor and rich people, because, like, honestly, like, who in here has a job? Like, when we get paid, are we worrying about, like, say we go to the grocery store or the corner store or something, say we have $100 in our pocket, like we just got paid. Are we worrying about, you're just gonna grab Cheetos, ice cream, this, blah, 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 like all that, because you got $100. Yeah. If you got $10, you're gonna, like, think more, like, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna give me some hot Cheetos, maybe something to drink with it, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it shouldn't be directed towards, like, poor and rich people, because, like, when you have money, you're not gonna think about, like, I know, honestly, when I got paid in the summer, like, I bought this, I'm not even looking at the prices, but
No, yeah, that happened to
if
me.
I got, like, $50, I'm gonna be like, let me get this shirt for 10, let me get these jeans for 15, like, you know what I'm saying? So. So if I'm, like, struggling with the class or something, or is there something, like, I don't understand about a class, we have tutors coming every Tuesday and Thursdays to help us with it. And that's really helpful for me, because I kind of, like, need, like, help on a lot of stuff, so.
They just need you to have evidence that will support your answer or find the answer to your question. It's pretty cool.
So this is a TRF.
Okay.
And basically what happens in the process of it is you, like, look through your notes and see what you need, like, questions on, and, like, look through your notes and, like, see if you need help on anything. And when you find something, you kind of, like, write a question about it, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and so you just kind of write it down.
It says, what do you know about the Native Americans? Being called, like, how people call them, like, redskins and stuff. And why were they called that?
What does independence mean in geographic terms? And how is New York a good example of it?
And so I put an example from a worksheet, which is my critical thinking. And I need to do that just to get deeper into it, to, like, help me, like, really know what I'm doing.
Okay, so here's the thing I'm going to throw this. This is a traditional gift. I did something.
It's really close to home, and I know, like, I play a big role.
How would you explain the tutor's role in tutorials?
Well, I would just say they're there to help you, not to answer your question, just to help. They're not there to have you to write up your question and answer it right away. They're there to help you and work out the question yourself. They're support, basically.
Do you guys have breaking? Yeah, do you want to get out the notes? Because I know on Thursday with the other class, handing notes, or they're learning about Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
okay, if we think about the fashion industry, we can think like New York fashion designers depend on Paris fashion designers, who depend on Milan fashion designers, who depend on New York fashion designers, right? We're thinking in terms of cities. Sure. Okay, so what would be another example, a smaller example? Because Young Life is talking about small businesses. We had the example of the Midtown Global Market. I know, that was good.
Is that it's necessary to solve this problem?
Can we do it by hand, Chance?
I think you can.
Yeah, but I don't have my outfit.
Why is communication important? That's the question.
Okay.
When I come here and I have questions, like for tutorials, they get answered and I understand, like in math and like in English, I understand the subjects better than I would if I wasn't in math.
Oh yeah.
You guys look at right here.
I know that the object has a pull down from the gravity, and it has to be pulling up with the same force.
They like the school.
Everybody picked on him because he was different.
Yeah.
What you put here was, abolitionists pretty much would do anything you say, but what do you mean by that?
They would do lots of things, speeches, rallies, and all that stuff. And
who do they get to speak at these rallies and these speeches?
Actual slaves and other people.
Like who?
Frederick Douglass.
Like it kind of helped me like shape up to being a student that like my teachers expect me to be. So
organizational skills is a really big problem for me. I would always lose my work and assignments would come in late and stuff like that. But ever since I started taking AVID, like we're required to keep a planner, required to have a binder, and have like the little dividers in your binder to like keep track of your classes and like stuff like that. So that's really helped me like organizational wise and like stuff like that.
back in 7th grade, I was not really a good student, and so like when my special teachers recommended AVID to me, I was kind of reluctant to like do it. But now since like AVID has come like to me with open arms and embraced me, even though I didn't embrace back.
Honestly, like we're all a family. Like pretty much, I mean, since freshman year, unless somebody dropped out or something, we've been together for 3 years, going on 4. So I mean, I really like love the people or the students that's in this classroom.
So do you guys have an idea of new college you're going to look into?
I'm going to do Kentucky.
Kentucky? Cool.
Sound good?
Yeah, in fact, I don't think we've ever had anybody do Kentucky, so that'll be a real relative.
And got anything else that